So this is how I attract premium quality leads who close for a high ticket on a single sales call using cheap ads, okay? Even when I'm not the best at running ads and without using any old school shitty VSL or webinar funnels. So if you're a coach, consultant, or an agency owner who is trying to get high paying clients using paid ads and those old school funnels in the next 5 minutes, I would be giving you the last strategy you will ever need to get good quality appointments and scale your business online. My name is Nihar Choudhary, and I'm a functional growth consultant. And over the last 5 years, I have continuously proven that scaling to 10 to 15 lakhs per month online is possible without burning a hell lot of money on paid ads. And my client results have crystallized the idea that getting high paying clients online by spending less money on paid ads is indeed possible, right? Now, if you're a coach consultant who is running ads, you're likely using one of these funnels here, right? So this is a generic roadmap of a funnel, right? You might be using a VSL funnel or webinar or any kind of funnel, any other kind of funnel, right? Where you're getting in free traffic from here and you're trying to convert them into a sale, right? Now, the problem with all of these funnels is that you're spending some money on paid ads. You're getting this free traffic to a landing page. You're trying to give them a free VSL or a webinar funnel, whatever, right? And you're trying to get these people on a sales call and try to close them, right? The problem here is, let's say you're pouring 10,000 people on this landing page. The standard conversion rate is 3%. So you usually get around 300 people to opt in for that free VSL or the free webinar or whatever, right? Now, out of that, 10% people end up um, opting in, right? So 10% people out of these 300 people who got into the landing page, they opt in for your VSL, right? So basically, you got just 30 people who opted in for the free VSL or the webinar. Out of that, just 40 people, 40% people don't even prefer to click on the play button of the VSL, right? Or let's say 40% people don't even show up on your webinar. That means you're left with 18 people who are watching your VSL. Now, out of that, just 5% people end up booking a sales call with you. And in the best case, if you're having like, let's say 10 to 20% sales conversion rate, out of one person, how much are you going to close? That is the whole problem here, right? So now understand all of these metrics. I've taken the average metrics that you can again customize or adjust according to your metrics, definitely. But the biggest problem here is you have to spend a hell lot of money and to get a lot of traffic in the front end so that you can get some sales in the back end. This is the biggest problem, because of which in all of these types of funnels, you end up burning a lot of money on paid ads. You end up spending a lot of time because the sales cycle becomes very, very long. Apart from that, you waste your time on 2 hour or 3 hour long sales calls, and you get very, very cheap quality leads or appointments. And if you manage to close them and get them to become your clients, they would be very cheap quality clients who would just run behind you and rely on you and try to just poke you on, oh, why am I not getting results? Right? They just don't want to put any results. These are what I call as the cheap client. The problem is you don't understand one thing, which is the commitment factor, right? The commitment factor, right? So I'll just explain this in a very simple diagram that I drew here. See, your market is usually divided or classified into three circles, as you can see here, right? Now, I'm not giving you uh, any the problem aware, solution aware, that kind of knowledge. Okay, it's very shitty. Okay, don't mind my language here. So basically, your market is divided into three circles here, right? The biggest circle that you can see here is the ready to explore market. It's the people who are ready to explore, but they do not have any commitment, or they do not have any urgency, or they do not have any critical problem to solve. They are just exploring, and the solving their problems is not urgent for them. The yellow circle here, which is a little smaller circle than the biggest one, is are the people who are ready to solve. They're seeing a problem in their life and they're ready to solve it. It's just that they are just not yet ready to make biggest commitments right now, right? And out of that, this is the top 2 3% people who are actually ready to buy, as everybody's have told you, right? And these people are ready to make bigger commitments. They just have some trust issues or whatever, so it takes some time to sell to these people. But the problem is, in the smallest circle has a lot of competition. A lot of your competitors are trying to target this 2 to 3% people in the smallest circle, right? And even the bigger problem is that when you try to target this particular circle, and you do not have any, any friction in your funnel, you do not have any steps laid out in your funnel to get people with highest sort of commitment, you end up bringing a lot of these people who are just exploring around, just trying different strategies, tiny object syndrome, trying solutions. They're just not committed yet to buying anything big, or let's say solving a big problem in their life. The problem here is people are just ignoring this yellow circle, this big bracket of people here who are looking to solve a problem, but they are just not ready for a big commitment yet, right? But what you need to understand is they're ready for smaller commitments, right? Even if they're not ready for big commitments, they are ready for smaller commitments. This is what you need to understand, right? And that is why, in order to incorporate this commitment factor in your sales funnel, you have to essentially take all of these people through what I call as the commitment journey, right? So on the left side here, as you can see, there are people with low commitment. On the right side, as you can see, there are people with the high commitment, right? So you have to lay out a process or a conveyor belt where we can take these, again, those people from that yellow circle, which have, again, they have low commitment, but they're just looking to solve a problem right now, right? So you just have to take them, from low commitment to becoming a person with a higher commitment factor, right? So you just have to lay out a commitment journey for them, and then you can successfully close them into high ticket sales. But the problem is, how can we do that efficiently, right? Now, we do that using what I call as the hopper funnel, right? Basically, what we do is we run ads directly to a landing page where we are trying to sell them a front end product. Okay, we're selling them a front end product. Okay, but it's a front end, low ticket, high value product. Okay, it's not like those, shitty chat GPT generated ebooks, or just copied products from Etsy, or downloaded from any torrent website. It doesn't work like that. You actually have to create a low ticket but high value product, that is which I call as the value box, right? You have to create what I call as the value bombs, and you have to sell that directly through ads, right? Now, remember what I told you earlier, this yellow circle here, these people are ready to make smaller commitments, right? So this front end product of yours, this becomes as a smaller commitment for them, right? It helps you liquidate your ad spend. So whatever you're spending on ads, if you structure the product, the offer, front end offer properly, you actually get to liquidate 100% of whatever you're spending on ads. That means if you're spending 1,000 rupees per day, you get back 1,000 rupees. You're essentially spending 0 rupees on paid ads. After that, what you do is, remember the red circle. We don't want to the red circle, right? We don't want to lose out on these people as well. So what we do is we try to get these people. They're definitely going to buy from you again because they're ready to buy, and they have already gone through a smaller commitment. So these 3% people definitely are going to get those sales 100%. But where this upper funnel shines is the remaining 97% people here, right? What we do is we basically keep on collecting these people in a community or in a WhatsApp group or any sort of group that you want to build online, right? And then you try to repitch to these 97% buyers again and again. You keep on adding value, and essentially what happens is, like, again, over time, these people also get converted into uh, those top 3% ready to buy people, and at the end they end up buying from you for a very high ticket. This is exactly the strategy that I have been using since the last few years, and essentially hopper funnel. Okay, so this diagram here, this is what represents a hopper funnel. Essentially, if you just apply it properly in your business, it helps you. Like, basically, these are the three major benefits of the hopper funnel. It helps you liquidate your ad spend. Basically, it helps you run ads for very cheap. Okay, even if it does not liquidate 100%, you would be able to run ads at very cheap cost. So this is the first benefit, which is it lets you liquidate the ad spend. The second one is it helps you get highest quality buyers, because remember, we are selling something in the front end. We are not giving them a free VSL or a free webinar. We are actually giving them a product which is a high value, right? Which is of high value. And we are selling that. So there's a paywall there. So you get the highest quality buyers and you get to convert them into premium quality clients. The third benefit is you get to resell to the non-buyers, to the 97% non-buyers who have not bought from you. This is where the hopper funnel shines as well, right? And you must already be thinking about, okay, what should I include in my what sort of front end offer should I create, right? And you must be already thinking, okay, I will just sell ebook or just use chat gpt to create a front end offer. Let me tell you, you don't need to do that. I've already put together a whole library of front-end offers, multiple front-end offers which are proven to perform, which you can refer to, and I'm giving it away for free. If you want this library, just comment liquid down below this video, and yeah, I'll just reach out to you with the library, right? So I hope you found value in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.